Hi guys, Ray here, City Fan TV. Sorry, I have to go on my phone because my StreamYard isn't working. My video is not coming up. Anyway, I have to do a reboot on my laptop. Let's say, guys, Madrid won, City won, and yes, we want to talk about that fantastic strike from KDB. Yeah, some ups and downs in that game. But the biggest thing for me, and Ivan's mentioned it there, the biggest thing for me is the downright dirty cheating from Real Madrid. Everything they do. I mean, when you're such a good side, when you've got such wonderful players, why are you cheating as much as possible? Look, I actually was listening to, was it Adrian Dunham? Or someone on the radio said, it might not have been Adrian, but it might be the person who was with him, Piercy. But anyway, saying that Rudiger, basically 2 years ago, assaulted, they didn't use that word, but left his shoulder in KDB's face. KDB had to go off with concussion. All right, we were losing 1-0 at the time. But he did that, in my opinion, deliberately. Today, he did the same to Gundogan. He left his shoulder in Gundogan's face. That, for me, was a sending off. That was, for me, deliberate. He should have been sent off. Absolutely sent off. It was disgusting. It was an absolutely disgusting foul. Disgusting. So he should have gone for me. He should have gone. Then you had Toni Kroos, already on a yellow card. Toni Kroos, he dived. I think it was KDB. He dived over KDB's foot to get KDB to win a free kick. The ref didn't give it. The linesman didn't give it. It was a complete and utter cheating dive. Okay? He should have got a yellow card. He should have been off. All over the pitch, they were diving, cheating, crying. Carlo Ancelotti, yes, you've got respect for the guy for what he's done in the game, what he's won and everything else, but he's just another crybaby. Is it symptomatic of being part of Real Madrid? You have to cry and cheat your way. They win fair and square. Hold my hand up, City made lots of mistakes. They win fair and square. I don't complain about stuff. But the dirty, niggly fouls and cheating and trying to get away with stuff. And they got away with far too much. Let's read some of your comments. Bray says, Real lifted themselves for the Champions League again. I felt we could win tonight, but happy enough in the end. Yeah, look, the way that's early in the second half, when they were well on top, I was happy to come out with a draw. But too many of our players, again, let the occasion get to them, let the port. And this is how Real Madrid do it. They've got that aura. People making mistakes that they would have made. Bernardo made a ton of mistakes tonight. Grealish as well. Lots of mistakes, passes that were a little bit short. Panicking. We saw that in the first few minutes when the ball broke and in our box, and the defender just leathered it against another defender, and when he had time. So they were panicking. I think really were panicking. So it's disappointing to only end up with a draw, but at the end of the day, you look at it and say we could have easily lost that game 2-0. Be happy with what we've got. Bunch of cheats, still cheating even after VAR. Absolutely, Akash. We'll take them apart. I hope so. Referee was darting at us. Alec, let's get Alec's comment up. City were way better. We will do them. I really hope to build them. Strong dislike for Real Madrid. No one's happy. Akanji did very well, and I hope we win the second leg. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Now, look. Here's some. Oh, come on, stupid thing. Alex says the BT commentary was as bad as well. You've got McManaman. What do you expect with McManaman? But right, Rodrigo and Vinicius Junior showed why I want fast wingers. Why I want good dribblers. Those guys can make something happen just like that. Bernardo, as much as we love him, he different kettle of fish. That's why when we had Sterling and Sane, okay, They had the pace. Sterling didn't have much control, in my opinion. They had the pace, and that's why we were, I think, going back to 2018, we looked a much more dangerous proposition. If we had guys on the wings with pace, we would rip teams apart. And I mean that. We would rip them apart because there's no respite. There's no hiding place. If we had Vinicius Jr. playing for us, he'd have ripped them to pieces because he'd have been getting the ball so much. He'd have taken those chances and he would have eventually got somewhere. So, it's disappointing. It's weird. It really is weird to walk away and to say we get a draw, and I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because I think we could have got a bit more out of that game. I really do think we could have got the win, and I'm, as I said, massively disappointed that we didn't get a couple of guys sent off. I'm disappointed. Yes, all this baloney about we want to see 11 versus 11. I don't care. I don't care if it's, if they get 2 or 3 men sent off. I don't care how we win, as long as it's fair. I don't care. And Kroos should have been sent off. That was a dive, trying to get KDB the booked or to win the free kick. He should have got a yellow card. He should have been off. And that Rudiger shoulder charge in, well, it's just a shoulder in Gundogan's face. Should have been a yellow card a red card. Akash, that's my man. We're winning the treble. Vinicius was good. Look, the guy has got good feet. He's got tremendous pace. Always going to be a handful. Always. And I just wish, as I said before, said many times, I want wingers who have got pace, who can dribble. If Jack Grealish had another yard of pace, he'd be phenomenal. Yeah. Same with Mahrez. Same with even Bernardo. But they just weren't quick enough. And look, we had so much possession, 68% in the first half possession. But that means now, because we're passing the ball around the back, I want possession in the opponent's half. I want possession in areas that are going to be dangerous, that we can create chances and score from. I don't want possession for possession's sake. I don't want this tippy-tappy stuff around the back where all we're doing is, if the opponent's trying to close us down or chase us, is just tiring them out and trying to beat a press, which, Madrid could just sit back. And at times, they pressed us, and at times they sat back. They kind of knew what to do and when to do it. But Vinicius is very, very good. Pep had Mahrez and Foden. I feel he was happy. He was happy with the draw. And the other thing is, Mahrez and Foden, they can play on at the weekend now against Everton. Mahrez, Foden, Alvarez. There's your front three. No one's going to complain. You bring Laporte in. You bring Rico Lewis in. Aki, I don't think we fit. I've not heard anything about Aki, but he can't be. Laporte, Rico Lewis, there's 2 in your defence. You can bring Ortega in, but I wouldn't. I'd leave as Edison. I'm not sure how you're going to do in midfield. That's going to be an issue. But your front three, you've got 3 players on the bench who you can put straight on. And as I said, 2 defenders. And Edison, they're 6. They're 6 out of your 11. But I don't want to change it too much. I don't want to change it too much at all. But yeah, it is, as I said, it sounds churlish to say this, but I'm disappointed that we only end up with a draw. I really am disappointed that we end up with a draw, because I think I wanted more. I wanted more from that game. But it is what it is. You got to, you can't be greedy, can you? Can you be greedy? I want to be greedy. I always want it to be. I always want more. I was trying to sort my camera and microphone out. By accident, I blocked my camera and microphone on my laptop, and now I have to reboot the thing. I'll sort that out later. Anyway, let's go through a few comments. I'm not going to stay on too long, guys. Could do with a good night's sleep for a change. Mahrez to Cookham. That's it. Chef Mahrez. Kroos and Rudiger dirty, yeah. Edison's hands look very small compared to Courtois. Rudiger slightly elbow. Oh yeah, it was disgusting. Was it elbow? I thought it was a bit of a shoulder. Whatever it was dirty. Canadian should have a yellow. A lot of their players. Ivan says surprised Pep didn't sub Foden and Alvarez with speed. We should have won this game. 7:15 a.m. Well, your night's gone, mate. Foden should have come on. We needed that pace on the wing. Yeah, I agree. That's one I agree. But Pep's picking Grealish because he can hold the ball. Really? Brace says 10 years ago, going to Real and being disappointed about drawing would have been unimaginable. We've come so far. I like Everton, beware. I hope our players don't get injured, though. One game at a time. Everton is the important game. That's it. I'm not bothered about anything else. I'm not bothered about Madrid next week because it's at home. The fans will be there. We will make a ton of noise. I want it to be the best team we can put out against Everton. Focus on the next game. Get that momentum. Win the game. Can you imagine putting out a half our side and getting beat by Everton? That negativity, that depression kind of stuff will carry on into the Madrid game. We want to beat Everton. That's it. Get Everton beat. Then focus on the next game. One game at a time. Aki's needed. Well, looking at how he went off, I've not listened to Pep's press conference, but looking how he went off the other week, just can't see Aki being involved. I said I expect Aki to be involved, not against Everton, not against Madrid, maybe not even against Chelsea, but Brighton, Brighton, Brentford, and Man United at the end of the season. But excuse me, man. We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. I'm just going to try and see how I can bookmark. Bookmark all tabs. Just going to do this. Just bookmarking all. I've got about 50 million tabs open. And you won't believe how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. I honestly have got about 60 tabs open. I really do need to cut these down. I've got about a dozen on chess on YouTube. Crazy. Right, guys. Just going to finish off because I'm absolutely knackered. I've been up far too early. Been down the gym. Been in hospital twice. My mum's hopefully she'll get out tomorrow. She's not been well the last couple of days. What's that, Dimitri? City aren't cheating. Real are the cheats. Real Madrid, all that dirty diving and crying to the ref. And it gets into their heads. It really does. You're full of flu, Alec. Well, take care, mate. Get some honey and lemon. Don't buy any of that Lemsip crap because all it is basically paracetamol, a bit of honey, a bit of lemon. You know, who needs that? Get your own paracetamol, get your own honey, and get your own lemon. Far cheaper and more natural. Get natural stuff. City were quite decent. Let's finish off by talking about KDB's strike. It was a stunner. Absolutely superb. Fantastic goal from KDB. Fantastic goal. I mean, he needed to step up. I mean, for me, a lot of the players were, I mean, don't take this as if I'm being negative, but they were on and off performances. We had a lot of control, but not in the areas that we wanted it. You know, we didn't penetrate enough. We weren't incisive enough. We weren't decisive. We weren't dynamic enough. Yeah, that's why I want pace and I want trickery out wide. Now, if we get Crash Cavilla, I think you get that pace, you get that trickery, you get that skill, you get a guy who can take 2 or 3 men on. And if there's 2 or 3 men who have to go out to mark him, there's going to be somebody else, or at least 2 players, unmarked. Okay? That's what damage and danger, that's what damage they can do, because he's got a ton of goals for Napoli this season. That's what the danger that they can put or they can create. Because, you know, if you're double or triple teaming somebody because you know they will rip your defender to pieces, then there's somebody free. That space for somebody else, that space and time is an opportunity. So I want us to go, you know, that's looking ahead to this summer. I want some great speed merchants, dribble merchants. We saw how Vinicius dealt with us tonight. Rudiger did all right. And the thing is, I think they take a few more risks than we do. You know, we're more, we want to control that ball. We want to keep that ball. We're looking for that mistake in the opponent, not as much as that we're looking. You know, I think far too often we're looking for the mistake in the opponent rather than trying to create something ourselves. And I think we need to start creating stuff ourselves more than rely on mistakes from the opponent. That's what the slow play is all about. You're looking for that opportunity, looking for that lapse in concentration. You're looking for somebody to have switched off, and then you can take advantage of it. To be honest, I would much rather we go for the jugular. We go for them. We try and make those mistakes happen, not just by running around and people switching off, but by our sheer brilliance. And that's why I want pace out wide. I want dribbling ability and trickery out wide. And I want someone who can finish. I don't think I'm asking for too much. I'm asking for a lot, but it's certainly not too much. City will learn from tonight. I hope so. I hope so. And I hope we don't give them any respect. And you know what, guys? Towards the end of the game, when we were in injury time, I really wanted Pep to throw on Peroni or Cole Palmer or somebody and give Rudiger a taste of his own medicine. Slam into Rudiger, you know, on a 50-50 challenge, but go into him, leave something on him, and see how he likes it. I've got to give some credit to Luka Modric, 37 years old, still playing at the top of his game. He still puts in a shift. He still put the effort in. He still had pace at times. Give him credit. Right, guys, I'm going to hit the road. I'm going to get some sleep. Big Morgan says, ref was poor. We are in control. I hope so, mate. I hope so. But anyway, we move on. Anybody new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out. Give us a thumbs up, guys. City draw 1 with those dirty, rotten cheats, scoundrels, rascals of Real Madrid. Cheated the way through the tie. It's disgusting. You know, and I repeat, Rudiger, in my book, should have been sent off, and Kroos should have got a second yellow card for that horrible dive that he did. The ref and the linesman didn't buy it, but they didn't give the yellow card. That's poor officiating from the referee. Guys, look after yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you around, Blues.